Hey, how's everybody doing? This is DIY Mystic Filmworks, Ultimo Gallows here. Unless my Amazon shipping order lied to me, this is some wrestling books. I mean, I learned how to read when I was four, before I started kindergarten. And that's part of the reason I went to a private kindergarten was because I'm old enough where there was not public kindergarten in the area I grew up in. So it was all private, and the one I went to, my mom looked into all the other kindergartens. They just taught you like your colors and your letters and stuff like that. And I already knew that. Thank you, Sesame Street. Yes, back before Elmo polluted that show. Super Grover, baby, Super Grover. Well, kindergarten she looked into is like they teach you how to read. Well, I already knew how to read a little bit, and that was thanks to comic books and other stuff. So I'm a big reader. I love to read. If you check my cousin's blog, you see he loves to read. It's Double T's blog reviews.blogspot.com. A couple years ago, he read like, was it 100 and something books in a year or something like this? I don't remember, some huge amount of books. He reads as much as I do, if not more. But see what we got here. I love me some Amazon because with Amazon Prime, okay, I'm going to have to put the camera down. Amazon Prime and the free shipping, I usually make a couple of orders a month from them. And the whole household uses it, you know, plus you get the Amazon Prime Video. Yeah, this is my wrestling stuff. Alright, so let's see what I got here. Reach in. We'll go to the bottom book first. Okay, it's a little bit damaged, but fuck, I don't care. This is Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, which I've got heroes and icons, the heels, and tag team. This is the storytellers. We got Kenny Omega on the cover, kneeing the fuck out of Chris Jericho. Look at that. Bam! Bam! Just knocking the hell out of him. In my pro wrestling career, I've never seen two more educated and dedicated historians than Greg Oliver and Steve Johnson, who I deeply respect. They created another must-read book that I hope you'll enjoy as much as I have. The Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, The Storytellers, is a brilliant read. You can't escape pro wrestling, even if you want to. Its stars are ubiquitous in movies, TV shows, products, endorsements, swag, and social media to the point they are as much celebrities as they are athletes. Pro wrestling is morphed from the fringes of acceptability to a global $1 billion industry that plays an everyday role in 21st century pop culture. Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame Storytellers, from the Terrible Turk to Twitter, Greg Oliver and Steve Johnson explain how the sport's unique take on storytelling has fueled its remarkable expansion based on hundreds of interviews and original accounts. Oliver and Johnson trace the evolution of storytelling from the New York City Bowery in the 1890s to a Detroit bar in the 1960s to a North Carolina backyard in 2017. North Carolina backyard 2017. I wonder who that's referred to. If it said North Carolina backyard in like 1995, you're like, oh, that's the Hardys. I always forget that the Hardys and I are like Matt's about a year older than me and just like a year younger. I'm right in the middle there. Meeting up along the way with all manners of monkeys, murderers, scribes, do-gooders, and smelt. Smelt? The fifth in its series, Storytellers, is a highly readable, heavily researched book that will leave readers with a new appreciation for the fine and sometimes not so fine art of storytelling. $22 book. I got this really cheap. Had a little bit of damage to it. Look, I got water damage. It did. I don't care. It's still readable. Yeah, it's still readable. It was listed as damaged. So that's cool. What year is this from? 2019? Okay, last year. Yeah, just give a quick little flip through. I'll do a longer video on it once I get it read. Okay. And then my other book. Lucha Loco, The Free Wrestlers of Mexico by Malcolm Venville. Photographs by Malcolm Venville. Introduction by Sandro Cohen. Enjoy portraits of 128 luchadors that include their wrestling names and short questions. Hooligan, Octagon, Super Pinocchio, 3000, Los Momias. Okay, so it's more of a picture book. Negro Navarro. That's just what it opened to, people. Octagon. I swear to my mother I'm a professional football player. Olympus. Oh, this is going to be badass. Rambo. Rayo Tapidio 2. Razel. Shoal El Guerrero. American wrestling is more about the lighting. Sita. Solar. I think Solar just passed. Little Summer. Sputnik. Super Pinocchio. Valencia. Okay. That's kind of cool. I'm always looking for new stuff. Man, I haven't done a video on this one because I got this one in the other day. I'm going to throw it in because this is not as long as I wanted. Heroes and icons I mentioned. As you can see, I'm barely into it. And start with the top. I've read the top. I'm on the third. They did like their top 20. Is the first part of the book, and that one was it was Jim Londos and Hulk Hogan, then Bruno Sammartino because I'm on Bruno right now. Remember, I just got the Bruno. But the categories in this one are pretty cool. And this one's not as old. This is 2012, so this one's a little bit old. And this was fairly cheap. You got the top 20, the next 5. Pre-World War II African Americans, post-war territorial era, ethnic heroes, hometown heroes. Bob Armstrong, Whitey Caldwell, Lee Fields, Jerry King Lawler, Nelson Royal, oh hell yeah, Johnny Weaver, Cowboys and Indians, National Era, Cena, Magnum TA, Rick Martel, and the anti-heroes, Bruiser Brody, the Crusher, The Rock, CM Punk, Jimmy Valiant. I tell you this, brother, that Jimmy Valiant's one cool cat. I give Jimmy Valiant's one of the sweetest, nicest guys I've met in wrestling. I'll say about a lot of them, Jimmy was just uber nice. Like, yo, come on up, brother. Come on up to the camp on Sunday and watch a show, and then Big Mama will cook. We'll have a big dinner, and y'all just come on, hang out. And a bunch of us got invited, and 2 of the group got to go. There's your top 20. You got Jim Londos, Hogan, Bruno, Dusty, Vern Gagne, Stone Cold, Andre, Luthez, Antonio Rocca, Ricky Steamboat, Eduardo Carpentier, Jack Briscoe, Bobo Brazil, Whipper Billy Watson, Bret the Hitman Hart, Wahoo McDaniel, Danny Hines, Steve Casey, Dory Funk Jr., and Cowboy Bob Ellis. And the next 5, Junkyard Dog! Woo! Mil Mascaras, Joseph Oldie, Mr. Wrestling 2, Johnny Walker, and Yukon Eric. Then for like a pre-World War II, Orville Brown. See, I know these names. African Americans, Tackle Conway Sr., Rocky Johnson, Rufus R. Jones, Luther Lindsay, I don't know, Thunderbolt, yeah. Thunderbolt Patterson, Sailor Thomas, Blair Cat Wright. Post-war territorial area, Bob Backlund, Bill Darnell, Abe Jacobs, Don Leo Jonathan, Mark Lewin, the Purple Haze, Peter Maivia, the Mighty Igor, Sonny Myers, Pat O'Connor, Johnny Powers, Billy Robinson, Sweet Daddy Siki, Ricky Starr, Sam Steamboat, Mr. Wrestling Tim Woods, Ethnic Heroes, Dory Dixon, Pepper Gomez, the Guerreros, Jose Lothario, Ricky Romero, Pedro Morales, Tito Santana, and Enrique Torres. Most of the ethnic ones are mostly all Hispanic. Cowboys in it, Don Eagle, Cowboy Bob Kelly, fuck yeah. Yeah, I know, I cuss a lot on these. That's just the way I speak. But actually, on my other channel, somebody call me out, call me a cretin for my language. Like, you're coming to a channel named Asshat Podcast. Don't expect me to cuss a little bit. Come on now. Chief Little Wolf, Tex McKenzie, Chief J Strongbow, Billy Chew Rivers, Cowboy Bill Watts. And then, okay, Andy here. And then just great pictures. These are great books. I love these. I think the one I'm missing, because it's downstairs, I think the one I'm missing is the Canadians, which I do want to get. Dale Roy, don't hate me because I don't have the Canadians one, man. I'm sure, Bret Hart's in there. What other Canadian wrestlers is there besides, like, Al Tomko and the Harts? I'm sorry. I don't know about Canadian wrestling that well. I know the Stampede stuff. Like the Maritimes and the Grand Prix stuff. I don't know that. The only reason I know Stampede's because I read the book. I have not actually seen that much Stampede. I know, Dale. I know. Man, look at 3 big-ass books of wrestling. This will be the easiest one to read. Oh, man, I can't wait. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed that. And I'm working on getting to a show. This is July. I'm working on getting a show in August. There's 2 that I know are happening in August that are kind of not hard to get to for me. They're not an hour away. There's, if you're in the local area, CWL, August 8th, I think it is, at the Hideaway in Jackson's having a show. I think it's their first show. Wes Warren's going to be there, Ray Fury, J.D. Jenkins, Vladimir Koloff, and hopefully Mr. Smackums and Skyler and the Marvelous are going to be there because, man, Mr. Smackums, if you watching, boom! Huge fan already. Huge fan. Mr. Smackums. Mr. Smackums. Huge fan, dude. Love it. I love me somebody that knows how to sell, and you showed me that, like, man, it really looked like Jeremiah and Ursa Major just beating the holy hell out of you. And then the other show is Battlezone Championship Wrestling. As of right now, is trying to have a show in August. I don't know if it's going to be in Riley at the place they normally hold, or if it's going to be in Braxton in front of the fire department. I'm gonna be honest. If it's Braxton in front of the fire department, odds are I'm not gonna go because it's gonna be hot as hell. And my body. That last show in Braxton, I loved it. I had a blast. I went because I've been wanting to go to the show, and it was a memorial show, and I wanted to show respect for the fan that's passed. Jacob Shane Park. But man, it took me 2 days to recover. My body just does not handle the high heat anymore. Sorry about that. Man, hell, I showed up unmasked. That should tell you something, But hope everybody enjoys this. If you've read any of these Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame books, let me know. Or just Lucha Loco. I know John Paul LeBlanc, you're a huge Lucha guy. Have you read this one? I've got another Lucha book coming in. I just don't know when it's coming in because it was actually not through Amazon. It was ordered through. It was through Amazon, but it's like through a secondary seller. So I ain't gonna get that quick Amazon 2-day shipping. But hope y'all enjoyed that. Laters, everybody. Remember, give me a thumbs up, ring the bell, smash that subscribe button, leave a comment, all that stuff. Laters.